James, I will always remember the first time I saw you playing rugby on a wet winter's day at Pakuranga Rugby Club, charging up the muddy field with ball in hand, and Nadia standing next to me saying, "Look at those long, slim legs go. He looks like a giraffe sprinting." Love knows no bounds.
Who would have thought that the 20-year-old in the little black dress you met 8 years ago would be standing in front of you today as your soon-to-be wife?
He had been playing the long game, James, and teasing Nadia by pointing out every ring-shaped object that he saw for months, even food that was circular, anything. So when she saw an inflatable ring underneath a tree and he pointed it out, she just thought it was another joke. But when she followed him over, it turns out there was a real ring there. James proposed, Nadia obviously said yes, and here we all are today.
We are a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love.
On days like today, of course, we see big declarations of love, but Nadia and James have known in lots of small and seemingly insignificant ways that they have found love, that they have found their person.
A good marriage must be created. In the marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is having a mutual sense of values and objectives. It is standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each person can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner.
Nadia, I love you. Ever since the first day I met you, I thought, wow, who is this stunner? I promise to love you, to take care of you, to comfort you when you are sad, to share the joy when you are happy. I want to grow old with you, enjoy and live life with you. I cannot wait to see what the future holds because I know it will be amazing as long as you're by my side. Thank you for making my dreams come true. I love you forever.
I just wanted to tell a little story about some things that you might have noticed. So when we sent out our invites, you might have noticed that there were olives on them and olive branches. The bridesmaids are wearing olive green. There's actually an olive tree here. There's been lots of little bits and pieces. Your table numbers all have olives on them. And the whole thing behind that is that when James and I were earlier on in our relationship, we'd go and walk my dog Sasha. And there were lots of olive trees around where we were. And as we would be walking, James would stray back a couple of steps and he'd pick some olives off the trees and then he'd throw them at me and say, "Hey, I love you." And it was really annoying because he just kept throwing olives at me and I'd be like, "Stop it," throughout the whole thing. So there's like a history with the olives. And then, much to his delight, when we moved into the house that we're currently in, there were 2 massive olive trees. And James was just like, yes, like I can. And so, whenever the olives are in season, he'll just come inside with a handful and be like, "I love you," and just heave olives at me. I am grateful that you have taken all of my quirks in your stride. And I couldn't imagine spending forever with anyone else.
God bless your marriage, and may you both grow old together and prosper. Thank you.